Bigfoot Classified contains content that is graphic in nature, and listener discretion is advised. Bigfoot Classified relies largely on news documents, eyewitness accounts, press conferences, and interviews. Every episode is produced with respect to the victims, families, and communities involved. Some of the interviews, quotes, and broadcasts have been recreated. Numerous hours of research have been done regarding these stories. And if you have a theory, question, or feel that we've missed something, we encourage you to visit BigfootClassified.com. This is Bigfoot Classified.
In the vast and mysterious wilderness of Alaska, there exists a place shrouded in mystery, the Alaska Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle or Alaska-Bermuda Triangle. This region has earned a notorious reputation for its perplexing disappearances of people, aircraft, and ships. Join us as we delve into the secrets of this fascinating phenomenon. Over the years, the Alaska Triangle has witnessed an array of baffling disappearances. Reports have surfaced of aircraft vanishing without a trace, ships mysteriously disappearing, and hikers or outdoor enthusiasts simply vanishing into thin air. These incidences have captured the public's imagination, fueling speculation and wonder. The reports of the Alaska Triangle hold infamous tales. There's the haunting account of a military aircraft that vanished in 1950, leaving no trace of its 44 passengers and crew. Then, the spine-chilling vanishing of an entire village in 1972, Angoon, once teeming with life, disappeared without a trace. And who could forget the puzzling disappearances of a small airplane in 1990, leaving investigators scratching their heads. Explaining the phenomena associated with the Alaska Triangle has sparked numerous theories. Some attribute the mysteries to the region's notorious weather, extreme and unpredictable. Severe storms, high winds, and dense fog conspire to disorient pilots and challenge navigation. The vast wilderness and unforgiving terrain further compound the difficulty search and rescue teams face. Others dare to venture into the realm of the supernatural, speculating on extraterrestrial activity, magnetic anomalies, or mysterious vortexes. Yet, despite these intriguing notions, concrete evidence to support such claims still needs to be discovered. In many instances, natural causes, including human error, mechanical failures, and harsh environmental conditions, provide plausible explanations for the reported incidents. The Alaska Triangle is a captivating enigma, an untamed frontier where reality blurs with imagination. But as we embark on this exploration, let us remember that the allure of this mysterious region lies not only in its legends, but also in the inherent risk of venturing into a vast and unforgiving wilderness. Join us as we unravel the secrets of the Alaska Triangle, a place where reality meets mystery. This mystifying phenomenon is concentrated within a peculiarly shaped area dubbed the Alaska Triangle. Spanning across 4 of the state's distinct regions, it forms a triangular zone that extends from the southeastern realms of wilderness and fjords, traverses the interior tundra, and reaches up to the Arctic mountain ranges. The vertices of this triangle encompass a substantial stretch of land, encompassing Juneau and Yakutat in the southeast and the Barrow Mountain Range in the north, and the central hub of Anchorage. In terms of geography, the Alaska Triangle engulfs a vast portion of eastern Alaska. It serves as a focal point for tourism, attracting a majority of visitors and also hosts the majority of the state's population. Anchorage, along with its surrounding areas, serves as the residence for 55% of Alaska's inhabitants. The mystery of the Alaska Triangle began with a slate of airplane disappearances. One after another, planes would disappear into the wilderness with no trace ever being found, all starting in the 1950s. On January 26, 1950, a U.S. Air Force Douglas C-54D Skymaster with the serial number 42-72469 embarked on a fateful journey between Anchorage, Elmendorf, Alaska, and Great Falls, Montana. However, this flight would take an unexpected turn. Approximately 2 hours into the voyage, precisely as the aircraft crossed the border between Yukon, Canada and British Columbia, a significant event occurred. At 1:14 p.m., the last communication with the plane took place through a radio position report. This message indicated that the plane had successfully flown over Snag, a location in the Yukon Territory, and projected it would reach Aishihik in just 5 minutes. From that point onward, complete silence enveloped the military transport. Despite carrying a total of 41 military personnel and 3 civilians, including a pregnant woman and her young child, the 4-engine aircraft seemed to have vanished, leaving no trace or communication behind. During a fateful flight on October 16, 1972, an aircraft registered as N-18-12H and operated by Pan Alaska Airways disappeared while en route from Anchorage to Juneau, Alaska. On board was Alaska Congressman Nick Begich, his aide Russell Brown, and Hale Boggs, a prominent figure in American politics who served as the majority leader in the U.S. House of Representatives. The purpose of the flight was for Begich to participate in an election rally scheduled in Juneau. The pilot, Don Jones, had extensive flight experience with over 17,000 hours of flight time and a military background. The plane departed Anchorage at 9 a.m., with Jones filing a Visual Flight Rules, a VFR plan, prior to arriving in Juneau. The flight was supposed to head southwest across the Turnagain arm of Cook Inlet, over Portage Pass, over Prince William Sound to Jonestown Point, and finally to the Yakutat. Marginal weather conditions prevailed throughout the area that day, with fog, low visibility, icy rain, and turbulent headwinds. When the plane failed to arrive in Juneau as scheduled, a massive search and rescue effort was launched. This operation involved 40 military aircraft and 50 civilian planes, covering an expansive search area of over 325,000 square miles. Despite the extensive search efforts, no trace of the aircraft or its occupants were ever found. The extensive glaciers, rough Wrangell St. Elias mountain range, and the beaches of the Prince William Sound and Gulf of Alaska were all included in the search area. Ground patrols also combed through Portage Pass, but no evidence of the plane was discovered. The lack of an emergency locator transmitter on the aircraft complicated the search. A recent Alaska law had mandated the installation of ELTs on small commercial aircraft, which would have emitted a distress signal if the plane had crashed on land. However, officials determined that the downed aircraft did not have this device, making it more difficult to pinpoint the crash location. Speculation arose regarding the effectiveness of the law and the absence of the ELT. The search for the aircraft was officially terminated on November 24, 1972. And the 4 occupants were declared deceased on December 29th of the same year. However, despite their presumed deaths, both Hale Boggs and Nick Begich were re-elected to the House of Representatives. Boggs' widow, Lindy, even succeeded her late husband and served several more terms. In a special election in Alaska, Republican Don Young, who initially lost to Begich, won the seat and remained the state's congressman. Following the termination of the search and the declaration of the men's deaths, many people assumed that the pilot had taken risks due to pressure from the congressman to arrive at the political rally on time. It is not uncommon for pilots to face demands from influential passengers to fly in poor weather conditions. However, conspiracy theories surrounding Boggs' involvement with the Warren Commission investigating JFK assassination added complexity to the case. Previous incidents such as a car chase in Washington, D.C., and allegations of phone tapping fueled speculation about potential enemies and foul play. In the aftermath of the disappearance, an anonymous tipster contacted the U.S. Coast Guard station in Long Beach, California, claiming to know the crash location. According to the recently released documents, the FBI considered the source of the tip to be reliable. However, it remains unclear whether searchers thoroughly investigated the coordinates provided by the tipster. In the hours and days following the incidents, independent ham radio operators in Northern California reported receiving transmissions from someone on the downed plane. indicating the presence of survivors. Despite efforts, the origin of these transmissions could not be pinpointed by searchers, adding further mystery to the disappearance. Additional intriguing information emerged in the investigation. In 1994, while incarcerated for murder, Jerry Max Paisley, a mafia-associated killer and bomber, claimed to have transported a bomb to Alaska in 1972. Paisley alleged that he had handed a locked briefcase by a Bonanno crime family associate and instructed to deliver it to Anchorage, where he handed it off to two individuals. According to Paisley, one of those men confessed later that the briefcase contained a high-tech bomb, which was allegedly placed on the ill-fated Cessna 310 before its final flight. When Paisley's claims were brought to the attention of law enforcement, including the FBI, they were met with surprise and concern. However, despite Paisley's willingness to take a polygraph test, the FBI reportedly did not administer one, and the investigation was swiftly shut down. The lack of further inquiry into Paisley's claims has raised questions about the thoroughness of the investigation and whether foul play was involved in the plane's disappearance. Freelance writer Jonathan Walczak extensively investigated the case and posted that if the plane was indeed sabotaged, the primary target may have been Nick Begich rather than Hale Boggs. Walczak's research and interviews shed light on the potential motives and individuals involved in this mysterious incident. Despite the rehashings and investigations over the years, the disappearance of Pan Alaska Airways Flight N1812H remains a mystery. The exact cause of the crash and the fate of the four men aboard the aircraft, Nick Begich, Russell Brown, Don Jones, and Hale Boggs, have never been determined. Since the disappearance of Flight N1812H, more and more aircrafts began to disappear. The Alaska Triangle, much like the Bermuda Triangle, has captured the imagination of many due to the unexplained disappearances and strange occurrences that have taken place within its boundaries. While some explanations for these phenomena can be attributed to natural causes or human error, several more speculative theories have emerged over time. One of the enduring legends associated with the Alaska Triangle is the belief in supernatural beings known as the Kushtaka. The indigenous Tlingit community in southeastern Alaska has a rich folklore that includes tales of shapeshifters known as Kushtaka. According to their legends, these beings assume a human form and often appear when individuals are injured or facing difficulties. Initially, the Kushtaka offer assistance and rescue to those in need. However, the stories caution that their true intentions are far from benevolent. The Kushtaka supposedly lure the victims deeper into the wilderness, ultimately transforming them into fellow shapeshifters. Various versions of the legend depict the Kushtaka leading sailors to their demise, while others tell them of saving lost children from the harsh cold, only to subject them to the same transformation into Kushtaka beings. These accounts highlight the malevolent nature of these creatures and dangers associated with encountering them in the Alaskan wilderness or near the ocean. In addition to these folklore-based theories, there are more contemporary explanations linked to unexplained phenomena in the area. One notable incident that has gained attention occurred in November 1986, when a Japan Airlines pilot captain reported an extended and inexplicable aircraft accompanying his flight over Anchorage. The sighting was said to span a significant distance along the flight route, from the Alaska-Canadian border to Fort Yukon Fairbanks in Anchorage. The captain reported another sighting in the same area on January 11, 1987. The Federal Aviation Administration downplayed the incident, suggesting that the radar targets near the JAL flight were not actual unidentified aircraft, but rather a split radar return from the JAL Boeing 747. However, some UFO enthusiasts and believers in extraterrestrial activity view this as potential evidence of otherworldly encounters within the Alaska Triangle. Being 3 times more likely to go missing in Alaska than in any other U.S. state, there's no shortage of instances of disturbing disappearances inside the Triangle. Over the years, this phenomenon will continue, with planes not being the only target. Richard Lyman Griffiths, renowned for his invention of the wilderness survival cocoon, embarked on a journey to test its viability in the summer of 2006. He ventured into the southeast wilderness of Alaska and was reported missing over a year later. Authorities discovered that he had been dropped off by a bus along the Alaska Highway and had checked into a lodge near the White River. Griffiths left some of his gear behind and informed people of his camping plans in McCarthy near St. Elias National Park. However, he never returned from his expedition. Despite speculations that he was testing his cocoon, no trace of Griffiths or his invention have ever been found. Leonard Lane, a World War II veteran, vanished on July 4, 1995, while taking a walk in Fairbanks after a parade. Despite sightings of Lane limping due to war injuries moments before his disappearance, no leads have emerged to explain what happened to him. In 1997, he was declared legally dead, yet what happened to him is a mystery to this day. Thomas Anthony Nuzzi, a nurse, disappeared in 2001. Last seen at a motel in Anchorage, Nuzzi failed to show up for work in Bethel, Alaska, prompting a missing persons report. While his bicycle and Jeep were later discovered, Nuzzi's whereabouts remains unknown. Surveillance footage showed him buying items at a gas station the night before he went missing, accompanied by a woman. Another man was spotted in his hotel room on that same night, raising further suspicion. However, no conclusive evidence has surfaced regarding Nuzzi's fate. On July 4th, 2012, Paul, a marathon runner competing in the Mount Marathon race, vanished during the event. The last sighting of him was near the race turnaround point, but subsequent search efforts failed to locate him. Despite the extensive search involving mountain rescue experts and state troopers, Paul's fate remains unknown. Alan Foster, flying a Piper PA-32-260, also became a victim of the Alaska Triangle's mysteries. On September 9, 2013, he was reported missing while flying over the region. Foster had filed a visual flight rules flight plan, refueled in Yakutat, and continued his flight at around 3:30 p.m. He made contact with Juneau Flight Service, mentioning the possibility of stopping at Cordova if necessary. However, 18 minutes after takeoff, his aircraft disappeared from the radar. Despite Foster's experience as a pilot and his lack of reported issues before his disappearance, neither his body nor his aircraft have been found. Yael Terrera Hamlin, last seen leaving her friend's house in Fairbanks, went missing on October 11, 2014. Hamlin had expressed distress due to relationship issues and had made plans to go out with another individual. However, she never arrived at her destination, leaving no clues as to her whereabouts. Shanna Oman disappeared on June 3, 2019, after leaving her friend's house in Fairbanks. Although her friend dropped her off near her residence, she never made it home. Despite extensive searches, no information has been uncovered regarding Oman's whereabouts. Frank Mignano, an educator and mentor on subsistence living and culture, went missing on August 17, 2020, adding to the alarming number of disappearances in the Alaska Triangle. Limited information is available regarding Mignano's case, but it is known that he sought shelter in a nearby cabin on the day he was reported missing. Despite extensive search efforts, no trace of his remains have been found, and his disappearance added to the growing list of over 16,000 individuals who have gone missing in the Alaska Triangle. The Alaska Triangle has gained a reputation for its mysterious disappearances, with various explanations ranging from severe weather and natural elements to more supernatural theories involving energy vortexes and mythical creatures. The rugged and unforgiving landscape of the Alaska Triangle plays a significant role in these disappearances. Dense forests, towering mountains, massive glaciers, and hidden caves provide ample hiding places for downed aircraft or lost hikers. Snowfall can easily cover any traces of human activity, making it difficult to locate missing individuals. The region is also home to wild animals and is prone to harsh weather conditions, including avalanches, further complicating search and rescue efforts. A large percentage of the wider population living within the triangle believes that a Sasquatch-like creature is responsible for the disappearances. Believers suggest that the region's remote and unexplored nature provides an ideal habitat for such elusive creatures. The dense forest and rugged terrain offer ample hiding places, making it challenging to capture concrete evidence of Bigfoot's presence. Reports of magnetic anomalies and disrupted compasses in Alaska suggest the presence of a significant concentrations of magnetic energy. Search and rescue workers have also reported experiencing disorientation, audio hallucinations, and lightheadedness, adding to the mysterious nature of the Alaska Triangle. While the wilderness itself provides a logical explanation for the disappearances, some people believe in the existence of energy vortexes within the Alaska Triangle. These swirling centers of energy are believed to have positive or negative effects on humans. Positive vortexes, spiraling upward in a clockwise motion, are thought to enhance energy flow and can be associated with healing, meditation, and creativity. On the other hand, negative vortexes, spiraling downward counterclockwise, are believed to drain energy and create adverse effects such as health problems and hallucinations. Some places known for their energy vortexes include the Egyptian pyramids, Stonehenge, and the Sedona Desert. One such theory proposes the existence of a secret pyramid structure hidden beneath the Denali National Park. Nathan Campbell, a 41-year-old adventurer, embarked on a unique journey in May 2020. He hired a charter plane to drop him off at Carey Lake, located in the northwest corner of Denali National Park in Alaska. Campbell had a specific purpose for his 4-month solitary expedition. He aimed to search for the elusive Black Pyramid, an alleged underground structure rumored to possess immense power and strategic significance. Carey Lake itself posed challenges. It was surrounded by vast uninhabited wilderness and treacherous terrains, such as dense thickets and waist-deep beaver ponds. Traveling in any direction would require great effort and navigation skills. Lake Minchimina, the nearest town with a population of only 13, was about 40 miles north and would require a grueling week-long bushwhacking journey on foot. While Campbell's motivations for seeking the Black Pyramid remained uncertain, conspiracy theorists provided some context. Alaska already housed infamous installations like HARP, which attracted speculation regarding its true purpose. The supposed location of the Black Pyramid aligned with the areas of importance, making it a focal point for theorists. A 1992 seismic reading during a Chinese underground nuclear test added an element of intrigue as it recorded a pyramid-shaped disturbance deep underground in interior Alaska. Pyramids hold a mystique in conspiracy theories and New Age beliefs, often associated with energy manipulation and extraordinary properties. The story of the Black Pyramid gained traction when an anonymous retired naval captain who had worked on radar installations in Alaska revealed his encounters with powerful electromagnetic disturbances near Lake Minchimina. He connected these disturbances to a massive underground pyramid-shaped structure that remained hidden from maps and satellite imagery, leading to threats from his superiors. Campbell's fate took a mysterious turn. His communication via satellite abruptly ceased in mid-June, raising concerns. His wife contacted Jason Sturgis, the pilot who dropped Campbell off, and attempted to search the site. However, the details and outcomes of her efforts are unknown. It wasn't until Campbell missed his scheduled pickup date in mid-September that the National Park Service initiated a search. During the search, rangers discovered fragments of Campbell's gear and a battered tent, but no sign of the man himself. The last entry in his diary, buried in the tent, indicated he had gone to fetch water. The search continued, but as winter approached with its freezing winds and heavy snowfall, survival became increasingly challenging. Campbell, lacking proper provisions and shelter, faced dire circumstances. Eventually, on October 1st, 2020, Nathan Campbell was officially declared missing. His quest for the Black Pyramid, his experiences in the Alaskan wilderness, and his ultimate fate remain shrouded in mystery. The search for answers and the Black Pyramid continues to captivate the imagination of those intrigued by the unknown. While the wilderness and natural elements provide a rational explanation for the disappearances, the presence of energy vortexes adds a layer of intrigue and speculation to the phenomenon. Ultimately, the Alaska Triangle continues to captivate the imagination and remains a place where people mysteriously vanish, leaving behind unanswered questions.